You guys seem to love part 1 of this video. We saw ad blockers, alternate app stores, an alternative YouTube app with music and video download options, along with background play, an app to take your video shooting to the next level. And talking about open camera, I heard you loud and clear. I am working on a dedicated video for it and I will be uploading that pretty soon. But today, this is part 2 of the 10 apps that you should be starting 2020 with. In today's video, we will be talking about the best ad-free torrent app, best ad-free music player, a stock launcher replacement, and a few other very important apps. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and if you do find these apps interesting, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Let's now get this video started. So when it comes to downloading torrents on your phone, uTorrent, now that's what I used to go with. That's what I was using on my PC, and that's the first thing I searched for on the App Store, or rather the Play Store. And anybody who's used it, well, it does pop up first on the Play Store when you search for torrents as well. And if anyone, for anyone who's used it, you know that that app is a mess. It's just filled with ads. Even the Windows app, it's kinda gone down the drain in recent years. A reason why I switched to Qubit torrent on the PC, and that's a story for a different day. But anyway, back to the Android side of things, I got frustrated enough with uTorrent that I started looking for alternatives. And that's when I stumbled upon Liberatore. So that is app number 1 for today's video, but technically app number 6, because this is part 2, but hey, who's keeping count at this point? Now, what makes Liberatore special, what makes it my app of choice here is, well, for one, there are no ads with it. But it's not just that. The design here, it's very clean, the app's quite intuitive, it's even got theming options. At first glance, it does come across as pretty minimal, so it's easy to get started with. There's no huge learning curve associated, but there are enough options here for us to tinker around with. So for power users, you can do things like schedule torrents, control the number of active ones, set the download and upload speeds, filter out IPs. It is quite a powerful app. Now, I mostly do all my torrenting on my NAS, so I use transmission to manage that. But hey, if I have something to torrent on my phone, Liberatore is what I opt for. Now, for the second app on today's list, we have disk usage. Now, remember vendors start from our 10 tech hacks list? Well, if that app was running on Android, then this is exactly what it would look like. That's disk usage. This app gives you a visual representation of what's going on with your storage. And yes, it works with SD cards as well. So this is my internal storage. It's divided into parts depending on what the folders are. And the free space, that's marked in green. Tapping on any of the blue spaces shows us what the folders and files inside that particular folder, what they are, what files are there. Like say here we have WhatsApp. The biggest folder inside it is WhatsApp media, and then inside that we have WhatsApp images. Now the sent folder takes a huge chunk of storage, and inside that we can see the individual image files. They are in orange. Disk usage allows us to select individual files, preview them, or delete them, and we can even delete whole folders. So with this, if you have no idea of what's eating up space on your phone, it helps you find that out and clean things up. Now, I know the controls aren't really the best in the app design. It feels like this app is straight out of something like, let's say, Gingerbread or Eclair. But if you can look past the dated design, this is one very handy app to have around. Now the next app number 3 for today, app number 8 overall, well, remember how we used NewPipe to download videos and more importantly music? We need something to play that music, right? For that, I'd suggest Musicolet music player. Now you may wonder, Ash, why are you even suggesting a music player app? Doesn't every smartphone come bundled with one by default? Well, yes they do. But some of these players, they also come bundled with ads by default, which is why we are looking at alternatives. And Musicolet is a feature-rich music player that gets all the basics right. It's got the regular features like cues, playlists, an equalizer, play by album or by composer, everything that a good music player app should have. But none of these is what make it special. What does make it special is the granular amount of control this app gives you over your playback. Like say for example, if you dive into your settings and go to advanced, you can select how many seconds you want to fast forward when you press the button. You can also customize the lock screen player and the tiny player that opens up in your notification. Honestly, if I were to sit here and talk about the features, I could go on and on and on. That would become a separate video on its own. So I'm going to leave you with one very interesting feature here, the sleep timer. You can set it to close the app after a certain number of songs or a certain amount of time has passed. So there you go, that's Music.ly. Do check it out. Link as usual in the description below. And oh, did I mention it's entirely free and contains no ads? Yep. Now number 4 on today's list, we have loyalty card keychain. Now whenever we buy something from a grocery chain or an apparel store, the cashier often asks us if we have their membership card. Of course, then we have to search through all the cards in our wallet, and even then finding the right card is a matter of luck. For me, I honestly forget about these cards as soon as I get one, and sometimes I end up with multiple cards for the same store. That's not really helpful since these loyalty cards often have good offers on them depending on your purchase history. Well, loyalty card keychain gives us an easy digital way of keeping track of all of our cards. Now do remember, this app is not for credit or debit cards but for the loyalty cards that we do get at stores like Pantaloons and such. Registering a card is pretty easy. Just type in the name of the store, then scan in the barcode or just type it in and done. The loyalty card has now been saved, and even if the physical card is lost, we can still use the digital copy saved on the app to avail all benefits. The app is pretty simple. There's a way to customize the color of the cards so you can tell them apart easily. And there's a way to back up the cards to a folder in the local storage as well as an external cloud service like Google Drive or Dropbox. Now, I like this feature since I keep switching phones, and having the ability to export or import data from a cloud service means, you can keep moving it to different devices easily. Now the final app on this list, it's actually Launcher. Now, I know most of you have heard of Launcher Launcher. It's a punny launcher. Okay, bad joke. Now, there is Launcher 2. Now, I've been using it for a few weeks on my K30, and so has Amartya on his phone. He's currently using it on the Realme X2, and on both these phones, it's been rock solid. And that's the USP of Launcher. It's a no-frills pixel launcher that stays true to Google's design while providing a bunch of extra functionality. We can have the Google feed to the left, just like with Pixel Launcher. This does require an additional plugin to be downloaded. Then there are multiple options for theming the icons. Download an icon pack, change their shape or size. The at-a-glance widget up top can be customized too. And of course, the desktop and the dock can be themed as well. There's also support for a bunch of gestures that work quite well. Now, none of these are particularly new or exciting features. Adaptive icons have been in Android for a while now, and so has gesture support, and notification count on icons, that isn't really new either. What Launcher does well is bring it all together into a beautiful, easy to use and intuitive package. And it's very useful especially on phones with heavy skins, like MIUI or FunTouchOS or ColorOS. And that's why it finds a spot on today's list. And with that, we come to the end of this app list. Now do tell us if you have any new apps that you'd want me and everyone else in the comments below to try out. As mentioned before, all links to these apps can be found in the description below. So go ahead, try them out, try out these apps and tell me what you feel about them. Also, do let me know if you knew about all these apps already or how many of them you knew about, and if you didn't know about them, did you find any of these interesting or useful for you? If you end up installing any of these, let me know how your experience with these apps ended up turning out to be. So I guess that's pretty much it. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on what you felt about this video. Subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.